Yo, what is up, YouTube? When he back to watch more Stargate SG-1. This is season 3, episode 5, if I believe so. I do not know the name, but we're gonna go on with it. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you, man. I love you guys. Like, you guys know about shit. Just get it going, man. Let's get this show started. Remember, guys, I am watching this on, especially the uncuts. I'm watching this on Prime Video, 16:9. I like it a lot better. It's more enjoyable that way, if you know what I mean. But let's get it going. And you all the announcements, comment, like, subscribe, and bell for notifications. Uncuts, early access on Patreon, YouTube memberships. I keep saying we because I'm saying we, but I really appreciate y'all. And I say it a lot, I know. This one is titled Learning Curve. We got kids.
Chelchihuitlicay, the Aztec goddess of water.
He has no idea. He gives no
I
fucks.
don't even know what they've got here. Who knows what we're gonna uncover?
I will share my knowledge of the Goa'uld freely.
Teal'c's eager on the inside.
Then, this is the device.
That little thing?
I mean, it looks like a knack with a device. Kind of, sort of, this camera would. Okay.
Thank you for
That's
this exchange, General Hammond. I'm sure it
I will teach you.
Okay. Something new. I heard the bathroom real quick, dudes.
How old are you?
I'm 11. How old are you?
So, Marin, I understand you're a reactor expert.
Oh wow, this is a really crazy society.
Son Tolman. He is also a Rome. Teal'c, you will please tell him of the Goa'uld.
All the kids are that smart? Like geniuses.
That is an approximate definition. Dr. Jackson, you expressed an interest in viewing the city. It is advantageous to see the Pyramid of Suns in daylight.
Yes, absolutely.
Teal'c, you will please remain here with Tolman.
I love how they create, he's like still creating order. Like he just says what he needs to say. He doesn't go too far with it. He's just like, all right, no, this is how it is. Oh, no, that's how we do things.
Aren't a scientist?
Oh, no.
Then you were not as smart as Major Carter and Dr. Fraser.
He's smart in other areas, though. he's good at
What
the.
you mean by... Okay, no, I'm not. But while they were stuck in school, I was out doing other things. Like having fun.
By the way, guys, my eyes swollen. I don't know why, but it's been like that. I didn't want to come on camera because it was of the situation, but you know.
I vow to battle the Goa'uld and to free my people. If I allow the symbiote that I carry to be implanted, I would be perpetuating all that I oppose.
What happens if you do not find a host for this Goa'uld?
It will die.
If the Goa'uld dies, then you will die as well? That would be unfortunate.
Man, these kids are smart, and this place looks ridiculous.
Teotihuacan flourished for centuries as a religious and economic mecca before suffering a great upheaval in 750 AD. Now, I think that your people could be the descendants of that civilization.
Do you believe the arrival of the Goa'uld caused Teotihuacan's downfall?
Yes.
This is history. I love when they get to shit like this. You're just like, okay.
Major? If you don't mind, I'd like to see Marin in the infirmary again. Just a couple of follow-up tests.
That's not a good smile. That's like, yo, there's something up here. Check it out.
What?
A nanite.
She's got nanites in her blood?
Yes, however, it still didn't explain Marin's abnormally high neuropeptide levels.
Damn.
There's millions of them.
And that's what makes him smart, I bet.
Doctor, get blood.
These nanites were created by Orbanians in an Orbanian laboratory 49 years ago. All of my people have them. It is a way we acquire knowledge.
Wait a minute, so you're saying, Marin, that all
That makes...
Citizen receives a nanite after every ovarium. This must be done in infancy before the neural pathways are established.
So these nanites act as additional synapses.
Yeah, oh
Yes.
shit.
But that is all they do. They do not age us and cannot leave the brain.
If they learn of our existence, they will destroy us. The studies I have made as a new one about defense technologies must now be put to use so that Orban can begin preparations.
Jeez, these kids
Don't
are...
notify the elders. You've learned well, my son. I am proud.
These kids are just brutally smart. Holy crap. I mean, shoot, if I had some nanites like that when I was a kid, who knows what I'd be.
Draw me your reactor core. Give me an idea of what it
I
looks
don't
like.
think she can draw like that. I think these nanites only work for things that they want them to work
I
for.
don't draw. It's not something I am required to do. I've never had to draw before.
Ooh.
What is that?
Say a picture of me.
Not re- Oh wow, she's going at it.
It is an honor to accept your knowledge, Teal'c.
You keep sending all these
Perhaps it
kids.
would be better for Tillman to return.
He is unavailable. Solen will learn now.
Poor.
I've told you it is impossible for Tolman to be here. He has gone through the ovarium.
Let's see ovarium. Somebody needs to explain this ovarium shit a little bit better.
Please, Teal'c, begin.
I would like to see Tillman.
Teal'c is not looking past this shit.
Orbanian? I require some of these pencils as well.
She fucking wore it down to the bottom. Holy crap. This kid. Now there is something definitely suspicious about these peoples.
Explain this ovarium.
It is the ceremony in which an Uron's nanites are removed and then distributed. Each adult and each non-Uron child then receives an injection containing one nanite, which becomes part of his or her synaptic network.
So when you say he gave you his knowledge, you meant it literally.
It was a beautiful ceremony.
Interacting with him, teaching him new things.
These children cannot be taught.
Have you ever tried?
Oh yes, but past Uron children cannot receive new nanites. The brain rejects them.
Well, have you ever tried teaching him without nanites?
What do you mean?
Damn, these kids, they're
There is no need for concern.
This is your son.
My son is here now.
oh wow. That's fucking
Carolyn says that
terrible.
Tillman is not brain damaged.
So once Marin returns to Orban, she will undergo this ovarium, and her nanites will be removed.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
Maybe she
Okay, so why don't we just simply try asking Kaylin not to harvest Marin's nanites?
I do not believe the Orbanians will understand the reason for your request.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
do not see this as wrong.
Well, then we need
This
to
is-
make them understand.
this is a good one.
Teal'c return to Orban.
The ovarium is a great honor.
Marin, I know that's what the adults have told you.
Uh,
A great honor to be chosen.
Will you please stop saying that?
Colonel, a word, please.
They have no choice. They gotta return her. It's done. It's done.
We can't send her back without at least trying.
Hammond is
Teal'c,
such
do
a
you foresee any
just,
danger to Dr. Jackson if he stays on Orban?
You claim to love knowledge, yet when you find something you don't like, you demand that we change to please you.
No, it is not to please me.
Marin is one of only a few Uron children, and the only one to have spent 10 years learning the Naquita technology. Without her ovarium, the people who are awaiting her knowledge to continue their research, they will have to wait 12 years for another Uron to learn.
man, this is such a fucking predicament because you're involving kids and it's such a shit show because it's not okay. Maybe they can educate the kids after they become their own. I don't know.
Marin, you're only 11. Half the interesting things in my life didn't happen until I turned 15.
What kind of interesting things?
Oh, just stuff.
Like being a human, man, just like
If it were possible,
going out with your friends, dating.
why wouldn't you let me give you the solution?
What would have been the fun in that?
I don't understand this shit. Fun. Oof.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Kalen has come to escort Marin back to Orban.
The way you treat your children is absurd. You don't deserve them.
Colonel O'Neill.
Request permission to be excused, sir.
Yeah, this one hits hard for Jack, man. He had a kid. Like, I get it. Oh shit.
No, sir, just an initial energy pulse. There's no threat to the base.
Jack, what are you doing? You're being dumb now.
There's something I have to show you, but I have to take you off the base for.
You do not have permission, do you?
He's gonna get over it. He'll worry about it later. He's like, yeah, probably.
Before you activate. Now, I'd like you to bring Marin to my office.
Oh, Colonel O'Neill just left with her.
Oh, God.
I see.
He's gonna show him a park.
Kids, I want you to meet my friend. Her name's Marin. Think you can show her around while I talk to Mrs. Struble?
Oh, wow. What's he doing?
How's Cassandra enjoying junior high?
Oh, she's doing fine. She loves it. Listen, do you have
I love how they
room
bring
for
Cassandra
another
back.
student, Sam?
She's a part of this party forever.
She's visiting from out of town.
Way out of town.
Scheduled after recess.
That's perfect.
Your assignment is to paint something you love. Now, it could be a
Yeah.
person or
This is
an object.
what kids need.
Your imaginations.
You know, I have friends, you know, that homeschool their kids, and you know, you are allowed to parent your children however you want. That is on your choice. You do it. That's on you. You have every right. I, in my opinion, believe that kids need to be around other kids. You know, they need to explore and truly understand survival. You know, just the human experience, man. Just growing up and being with kids and survival of the fittest, meeting friends and doing art and being around people. You know, again, if that's something that you do, you know, more power to you, man. You know, you made the choice on how you want to raise your kids. For me, you know, inshallah, I say that alive. It means God willing in Islam. Inshallah, I'll have kids one of these days. And they go into school. Like, you know, I want them to meet other children, and this is what I want.
It doesn't have to be exact. Paint me a flower.
Oh, I love it.
I don't
This
care
is
what it looks like. Nice.
great job, kid. Better than I would have.
Who's that?
It's a representation of Major Carter.
Of course it is.
Is it right?
Oh yeah. It's way more than right.
It's perfect.
Thank you, Colonel O'Neill. Ridiculous to me.
Now go share this with your peoples now.
I have something for you.
He had a kid. He just doesn't want other kids. It's
They're beautiful.
amazing. This really just shows the different dimension and characteristics of Colonel O'Neill. He's just that guy. Maybe when she goes to the ovarium and gives out this information of like just
Major Carter, please take
being a
Marin
human
down.
child,
Okay.
maybe it might change things. Who knows? I love how this isn't just like, yo, let's defeat the enemies, man. There's like a philanthropic, you know, like the explorer, you know, like a.
For a few hours today, I got to show that little girl how to be a kid.
That's.
You want to punish me? Go ahead.
He don't care. He has nothing to lose. Like, She taught them how to build a Naquita reactor. They taught her how to be a kid. Maybe it's a fair trade. I don't know. Maybe it teaches them all to be kids.
We just received a transmission from Orban. Kalen asked for all of you to go there right away.
Oh gosh, I wonder what's gonna happen. I bet that information was dispersed to everybody. Oh, they were playing hopscotch? What happened? What happened? What? I think when they they put her to the ovarium, they all realized.
So all of the past Uron children will now learn, in the old-fashioned way, as you might say. Drew this for you, to express my gratitude.
Isn't that me?
This is what she learned.
Wow. I knew this was good. Damn, this is good. This is a damn good episode. This is a really good episode. I mean, damn, what a sacrifice. But like, they definitely just fixed the whole society of people.
You're right. What was I thinking?
That's amazing. Same here. That's why I fuck with him, man. That's why I really dig Colonel O'Neill so much, man. He's just that guy. Damn, this was a good episode. I really like that one, man. Good, damn good episode, guys. That was a really good. You felt that one, man, for real. Cause like, I don't know, man. Some of the toughest things for me to see being harm done to or not treated fairly is dogs and kids, like, and cats too. But like, whenever I see any kid being treated wrong or anything like that, or better yet, like sometimes, you know, when you're out and about and you see like that one parent and you're just like, okay, this dude should not be having children, or this person, and then like you see them, you feel terrible, man. Or just like, or in general, seeing starving kids, that shit like will always get to me, for real. But you know, that's the reality of the world. Like, that happens. But like, it's one of the hardest things when we see. And then dogs, man. Whenever I see any kind of like, you know, anything on Facebook saying, oh, this dog's been in the shelter for 500 days and needs a new home, and it's just a really good looking boy, dude, that shit breaks my heart, man, every fucking time, because he just wants a fucking home. You know what I mean? All that shit breaks me. Kids, this one, you know, I felt like Jack. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? You just take away from their humanity. I mean, they're not humans, but you know what I mean. Just taking away from them being kids. Because we're kids. Kids need to have fun. They need to go out there. They need to explore the world. They need to meet with other kids, and talk about I don't know how things are these days, man. I know everybody's like behind a fucking computer screen or a camera or whatever the fuck. But like, human interaction, man. Just playing till the street lights go down. Like, that was the experience that I had growing up as a kid. And it scares me, and it makes me wonder if like kids still do that. You know what I mean? It's just, they need this shit. They just can't be fucking computer robots that go to school and, you know, that are on the fucking screens all day and shit like that. Like, that cannot be good. They need to experience the environment, take it all in, man. You know, imprint on everything like they're supposed to be. Yeah, and I'm glad that this episode definitely showed that needs to be done. I mean, it saved their whole society, in my opinion. We'll see what happens to the Orbanians after this. Either way, I thought this was a really good episode. I love how they, you know, claim that they were from Teotihuacan, like they're like before ancient Aztecs, these people. I love how far advanced they are. It just shows that, like, you know, there's younger societies and, you know, people out there that are far excelling more than human beings, but they're taking different routes, you know. You know, some would argue that the fact that we teach our kids the way we are is probably because why we're not as advanced as they are. But is it worth being that advanced if you lose your humanity? You cannot have fun. They did also the people that they had, they did a great job of just showing their society. One of the things I really enjoyed about this is when I think the lead Orbanian guy, I forget his name, he was basically just like, who are you to come in here and tell us that our culture is wrong, that the way we are doing it is wrong? Like, who are you to tell us that? I love that, because, you know, that's how I feel like a lot of other cultures, especially like, you know, first world countries, Western countries, feel about certain cultural rituals that other countries have, especially in the Eastern worlds. You know, it's different in the East and the West. It's actually different amongst all cultures. Some things are very frowned upon, you know. I mean, I will even admit some of the Eastern practices, in my opinion, are very just archaic. But that's how they run things, right? That's how they do things over there. What are we going to do about it? And if we say anything or do anything, we cause like a diplomatic issue between the two. It's just how it happens, bro. That's just, you know, another culture does not have the right to tell another culture that their practices are wrong, I feel like. Actually, you know, I take that back. There are some things that are just fucking wrong. I'm not Hindu. I'm Islamic, but like, you know, I would say I'm like, you know, Indo, whatever the fuck it is. Like, you know, a lot of my culture, a lot of my just where I'm from, coincides with India a lot, and like Pakistan and whatnot. And like I remember my dad telling me, and I think it's pretty true. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong if you guys are Desi out there, but like there used to be a practice back in the day called the Sati, where like you know, when a male dies, like they would cremate the wife with them live. Like that's just how it went. That's what it was called. So like, you know, a lot of young brides, you know, I feel like that's what they would fucking get burnt with their husband and die. Or I think they would go to like a fucking like a widow's orphanage or some shit like that, because you're cast out of society after your husband dies or some shit like that. That's a very archaic and fucked up way of doing things. Burning someone alive because their husband died or some shit. That shouldn't be okay, but their culture deems, I don't know. Just putting some food for thought, some headspace out there. Overall, great stuff. A lot of hidden meanings, a lot of like life lessons being learned. I really enjoyed the scene when she went in with the kids and was drawing. It just showed like what it really meant to be a kid, for real. You know, hopefully I didn't, you know, trigger anybody with my thoughts and my ideas. You know, it's just my opinions. You have your own opinions. This is how I think, and this is how, and that's why you come and watch me. So hopefully y'all don't get too razzled. Some people do. Either way, great episode. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. Like I always say, please take care of yourself and family. Peace.